Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Best in Slot and it is Sunday Funday, which means it is Itchy Nose Day apparently. It's vlog day on the channel, and like I said last week, this week is going to be more of a personal, ranty, come out swinging type vlog thing. We will briefly discuss channel matters, yes, and then we shall move on to what's going on in life and maybe how that affects you guys on the channel potentially. And then we'll talk and we'll banter and we'll have a grand old time. Liddy is here. Liddy's not wearing the top hat today because Mini Cthulhu is wearing the top hat today. And you'll also notice, you guys sit there. Hopefully this is working. So I've set my mic up because one of you guys suggested it, and you're a genius. I've set my mic up, that's recording on the PC behind me. At the same time, I've done like a clappy, singy thing. Like I'm going to get a clapper like from the films, like we go, pow, action. I'm going to get one of those because that's awesome. But hopefully you guys can hear me and see me at like top, like we're talking premium quality stuff right now. If I could set this up onto a webcam, that would help as well. I'm not sure how. Anyways, what are we going to talk about today? Well, first things first, channel. New series has started, obviously, Endless Ocean. Got to be honest, expected it to be slightly more popular. Doesn't really matter. We played the sequel and I loved it. I know some of you guys loved it. The sequel is actually very, very popular. But it's a fantastic little game, and if you're into nature type games, I do recommend you check it out. We've played quite a lot of them recently, so to that end I want to do something a little bit not different, because this is kind of how the channel started. What I really want to do, and I said I was going to talk about the channel briefly, is I really want to play Fallout 3. I really want to play Fallout 3 on the channel. I've wanted to play Fallout 3 on the channel for such a long time. It's in my top 5 games of all time. I've played it for like 300 hours, but not for years now. I've not been on it for years and years and years. I can barely remember any of it, but I've got like 400 hours in the game. It is such a good game. And considering the channel started because of Skyrim, I think Fallout 3 would be a pretty cool thing to play. I also want to do it kind of like as a build-up towards Fallout 4. So the intention would be with start Fallout 3. I think so, Dusty. Cthulhu! We'd start Fallout 3 fairly soon, and it would finish around the time Fallout 4 comes out, which is November. Because Fallout 3 is a big game. Now, one of the benefits of my recent decision to kind of stop caring... it's impossible to say that, because I do care. You know, if like Endless Ocean first episode, I expected to do a lot better than it did, and I'm not stopping the game. We're definitely gonna finish the game. It's gonna take as many episodes as it takes. Nothing will change. I can't sit here and pretend that it doesn't. I don't think, oh, okay, that's a bit. You know, I want to do well. I want the channel to do well. And more importantly, I kind of want to give you guys the content you want to see. And if something gets really bad views, that's clearly not the content you guys want to see. Even if I thought it would be, you know? But as long as some of you enjoy it and I enjoy it, as long as I can pay the bills, you know, it is what it is. This kind of links with Tokyo Jungle. Now, the problem with Tokyo Jungle, I don't really want to run more than 2 games at once, right? Tokyo Jungle is going to take forever to finish. And I don't think it's a fun game, but I'm getting a little tired of it, just because it's the same thing over and over again. So what I'm probably going to do with Tokyo Jungle, and because I want to make room for like Fallout 3 or that dinosaur game I mentioned last week, and I've got another dinosaur game in mind, like a classic that we haven't played yet on the channel. We did play its 4-quel. We played its 4-quel, and its 5-quel. I do speak English, honest. What was I going to say? Words. Yeah. So what I'm thinking of doing with Tokyo Jungle is basically I'm going to sit down and knock out loads of the survival modes, or find a way to unlock them quickly, and then let you guys vote, and we'll do sort of 5-6 more episodes of survival, work through the story mode a little bit more, and kind of show you guys that. Because I can't really justify 50 to 60 episodes on it, because by the time that's over, Fallout 4 will be out. I won't have had a chance to play Fallout 3, or we won't have had a chance to play Dinosaur Game from last week, or Endless Ocean, or Fallout 3. So, you know, other Dinosaur Game as well. Yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying the game, but... Anyways, so I can't... Yeah, what I'm saying is I can't sit here and pretend it doesn't matter to me that a series doesn't do well, especially when I think it's going to do well, and I kind of build it up in my head and think, yeah, this will do really well, that'd be nice. The channel is not doing well at the moment. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something I'm doing differently. I don't think I am. I think I'm just being myself like usual. But we're in a little bit of a slump right now. Subscriber rate is lower than it's been for about a year, which is pretty bloody bad. But I'm sure it'll fix itself. It's fine. It's fine. Do I need to shave? Wait, it's fine. It'll fix itself. I'm not that worried. You guys are still here. There's plenty of you. You know, I can't complain. There's so many people struggling to get like 100 subscribers, and I know because I was one of them. So at the end of the day, I can pay the bills. I'm doing what I love. You guys are still here. No matter what happens, I'm pretty much happy. Anyways, brings me to my next point. So that's channel stuff. I expect Fallout 3. Fallout 3, by the way, I'm going to say this right now. I know Fallout 3 won't do well. And this is why I quite like this new I don't care kind of attitude, because I wouldn't usually play Fallout 3 because it won't do well. It will do very poorly. I promise you from the bottom of my heart right now. Some of you will sit there and say you'll watch it, and you will. It'll be great, and we'll have a grand time together. But most people won't watch Fallout 3 because it's been done to death. You know, thousands, billions of people have done Fallout 3 before. Why would they want to see it again? For my wit and charm, obviously. But the point is it won't do very well. But it's something I really want to play. And yeah, it's kind of nice being like this. It's kind of nice just chilling and just, I want to play that game. Yeah, let's play that game. Magic on Wednesdays has done awfully, but I kind of have to finish that. It is a sponsored video, and I've got to say, guys, they've paid me far too much for what I've done, frankly. But whatever, it's there. I'd appreciate it if you guys could just click the Magic video. I know this is going to sound really bad in a lot of ways, but I'd appreciate it if you could just, you don't even have to watch it. It'd be nice if you did, but just click it. Maybe check the game out. Just click it so there's a view counter there. Get off it really quickly. Use AdBlock if you want to. Doesn't matter. AdBlock only affects me anyway. It doesn't affect them. I'd like to present a slightly better image of myself to the company who hired me, because at the moment they're getting like no views, and I feel really bad for them. But whatever, they paid me. Right, moving on then. We're going to talk about life slightly. I mentioned last week that I've had a rough couple of weeks. And I have and I haven't. I'll get this out there right now. I usually mention this at the end of the video, so I have been forgetting. The diet has gone to hell for the past 2 weeks, like really badly. I've kicked it off again yesterday, started doing well, I feel better and like back into it, but I've had a rough couple of weeks and the food inevitably went along with that. I think, and I mentioned recently, it's always worth remembering in that kind of situation that it's never going to be an overnight process. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to have a bad couple of weeks every now and again. As long as you don't beat yourself up over it, as long as you get back on the wagon, it's not that big a deal. I'm okay with it, and I'm ready to get going again. To speak openly and candidly for a second, it has been a rough couple of weeks. My mum was in for surgery last week. It went well, but she's always in for surgery, and it's kind of racking up a bit. There was a girl who I was sure was into me, kind of told me, and that all kind of went to hell as well. Again, right, it's a vlog, it's a personal thing. Basically, from my perspective, for the past 2.5 years, I've kind of casually dated and stuff like that, but I've rarely been in a situation where there's been a girl who I thought, yeah, this could really, really be something, you know? It just hasn't clicked like that for me for a little while since because I had like a really bad breakup and then blah, 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 but it just didn't click. And I've just been waiting and looking around, whatever, trying to find somebody who I just thought, yeah, could be something special. And for a long time it felt like it could be, and it was going well, and I thought, yeah, this could be a thing. You know, she just broke up with a boyfriend like a few, whatever. I'm not going to go too personal into it, but the point is I thought it was going to be a thing, and kind of built it up in my head, as I am prone to do. I kind of get attached to people very quickly, and it's not going to happen now. And it's been a bit like, oh, shit, okay. Sorry for swearing, bloody hell. It's hit me for 6, to say the least. It's hit me pretty strong. But in a way, it's a good thing. The way I look at it is, for the first time in 2.5 years, there's somebody I cared about enough to actually feel that way. So even if it doesn't work out, it's a good sign for the future. Or something. I'm not like down on myself or anything. I don't blame myself. It's her loss, frankly. But yeah, so it's been a little tough lately on that, the surgery, and like life decisions in general. So the idea, and like one of the reasons I wanted to do this video, is simply to get advice from you guys. As you know, I want to go do paleontology at university. That is the plan. As you may also know, why is it so itchy? I know why, it's the bloody dust. I've got a vacuum cleaner and it's still not open, it's wrapped away. It will never be opened. As you know, I want to go to a university to do paleontology. As you may also know, there is one university in the entirety of the UK that does paleontology. One. Portsmouth, which is not a nice city. No, it's alright. No, it's not. It's horrible. Sorry, Portsmouth. I grew up in Preston. I know what horrible cities like, believe me. Preston's horrible. Manchester, lovely. Move to Manchester. The point is, like, the majority of people who go into paleontology don't do paleontology degrees, right? Because there's only one paleontology degree. Most people who go into paleontology are postgraduate, like masters. You have to do masters, and then you do a PhD or a doctorate. Most people do geography or earth sciences or even biology, like general biological sciences. It's like with med school. If you do postgrad med, you don't have to have done a medical degree. You can do any degree. Some of people want you to do a science degree, but if you do physics, for example, you could go and do postgrad med. Because what they want isn't the knowledge necessarily, it's the understanding that you can complete a university degree and do well and do all the work, blah, 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 blah. That's the more important bit. So paleontology doesn't require paleontology degrees. None of them do. I have checked. But they do want something vaguely related to earth sciences and that kind of thing. Because a lot of paleontology is rocks and stuff. Fairly understandably. Because dinosaur bones are found in rocks. So I'm not going to university this year. That wasn't the intention. The idea being, but my decision right now, basically, I could start a degree this year. In the UK, we have something called the Open University, which you can just do online. You do online, but it's the same thing. You get lectures and you get course materials and stuff. And when you finish at the Open University, you walk out with a degree. You walk out with a full BSc degree, same as you would from any brick and mortar university in the country. So the actual degree at the end is no different. The difference is it's £4,000 cheaper. And obviously you do it online, so you don't go into lectures in the classroom and stuff. You may have to go in for tests and stuff like that, but most of it's online. Obviously this puts a lot more onus on you to work harder at home and self-research and all this kind of jazz. But it's good for stay-at-home people, moms and such people who want to stay at home and do degrees, or dads who want to stay at home and do degrees. Because I'm not sexist, shut up. And there's a lot of benefit for those. From my perspective, I'm thinking, I've already spent 5 years at university, got my degree, got a foundation degree as well, did a year of linguistics because why not? Do I want to go spend another 3 years at a brick and mortar university? You know, at the building, living in halls again, all that kind of stuff, or living nearby and going in every day to lectures and stuff, considering I've got YouTube and life to kind of handle, and I don't really want to move from Manchester. I don't really want to live in Portsmouth. So in my head, it makes perfect sense. Now, the problem is, I don't care about earth sciences as much as I care about paleontology. But you can pick, like, certain classes in the earth science that lead towards paleontology and stuff like that. The reason I want to talk about this partly is because I need help for deciding. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea. And it means I get there 1 year earlier. It means I get my second degree, which is pretty cool. And it means I can start in like a couple of months. I can still talk to you guys about it because it'll help. You know, it's a big part of paleontology, and especially second and third year, there's a lot of modules that link to paleontology. And it just means in 3 years' time, I can go and do a master's in paleontology because I'll have the degree necessary. I can say, hey, look, I've got 2 science degrees, so why don't you let me on your master's course, even if my degrees are not paleontology ones? And they'll be like, that sounds like a plan, Best in Slot. Don't know why they call me Best in Slot, but they bloody well are. And I wanted to talk about this because for a lot of you, you won't get onto like a lot of you want to do paleontology, and the fact is a lot of you won't get onto paleontology courses because there is no places. There's more of you than there is places on courses. In the UK alone, there's like 32 places in that Portsmouth course. That's it. That's the entirety of the UK paleontology courses available. So some people are going to have to go the earth sciences route or invertebrate paleobiology, which is kind of paleontology, but it covers a much wider range. But a lot of people are going to go earth sciences route. And this is why one of the things you say to people, don't do biology, do geography. Geography is so much more important than biology for paleontology. So I'm trying to decide what to do for the rest of my life with that, basically. Channel's not going well. Girls, channel, surgeries on my mother dearest. Big life decision. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I'm like, oh, what do I do? On the plus side, I started playing guitar again. My guitar is good. I'm going to show you my guitar. It's beautiful. Let's go. But it's near enough the end of the video because I'm running out of time. Onwards. Oh, I'm going to have to take my mic with me, aren't I? This is going to look Come with me, Mike. Okay, you're not going to be able to hear me very well for a moment. I apologise. She's an absolute beauty, she is. Okay, we're going to end it there. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, as I rant about things, basically. Let me know down in the comments. Talk about your own lives, your own plans for university. I'd love to hear it. Cheers, much love, and as always, bye-bye.